When you hear people talking about all-inclusive resorts, what does that really mean? If you go to an all-inclusive, what do you get? Is it really all-inclusive, or is there some type of hidden cost? We've been to a lot of all-inclusive resorts, so if you're wondering what to expect, or if it's worth it, we're going to give you a quick overview to help you decide, is this a good option for you? One of the main questions that we get asked a lot is, are all-inclusives really all-inclusive? Well, the answer is yes, with a caution. Now, some resorts will advertise as all-inclusive, but they really just have an all-inclusive option. Well, some people will get on there and they'll pick that lowest, cheapest price for the resort, and only to find out that that is not the all-inclusive option. That's just like a hotel. You're staying at the resort, but you opt to pay for your food and drinks. So if you don't pay attention, then you can find yourself at the resort having to pay for all your meals when you could have been saving money by clicking that a little higher priced all-inclusive option. Now, most of these resorts are found in the lower star tier options of the resort. However, there are some resorts that are higher tier that do have this too in different parts of the world. So you need to be extra cautious when you're trying to pick out a true all-inclusive resort. Now, this is where a good travel agent comes into play. If you have a good agent, they're going to know, or at least should be familiar with what these resorts are and what to look for if you are truly wanting an all-inclusive experience. A truly all-inclusive resort is just that. They are all-inclusive, meaning that all of your drinks, your food, your entertainment, everything is included in the price that you pay. Now, some of these resorts do offer some extra stuff that you can pay for, like romantic dinners on the beach, expensive wine services, spa and massage options, and there are several other things too. And the quality resorts are going to be upfront with you. They're not going to try to hide these. They're going to give you a pamphlet or something and say, hey, here are some extra options that we offer if you want these, and then they can help you make reservations to get those options if that's something that you want to do. So at a truly all-inclusive resort, from the time that you get there until the time that you leave, you can just leave your wallet in your room and you don't have to pay for anything. If you get somewhere and they start charging you, it is not a truly all-inclusive resort. Or if you're looking online and you're trying to price this out and it says these things are not included, like alcohol or something like that, it is not a truly all-inclusive resort. Another question that we get a lot is, what is the difference between the VIP side and the non-VIP, or in some cases, as other resorts call it, the preferred side and the non-preferred side? What's the difference in it, and is it really worth that extra money? Now, the VIP areas will vary from resort brand to resort brand. For example, the Secrets brand that we really like, their VIP section offers VIP only lounge, extra dining options, better room locations, private check-in area, and upgraded bath amenities. Some of these secret brands, like the one we recently went to in the Dominican, offer a private butler service, which is just fantastic. Other brands charge less for their VIP options because they offer less amenities, like maybe better room locations, some upgraded bathroom amenities, or maybe just a better alcohol selection. As for, is it worth it? Well, it really depends on which brand you're staying at. I would highly recommend looking at the amenities that are offered in that VIP section to see if that's important to you. If it's not, then I would say that it's probably not worth the upgrade. When we stay at Secrets resorts, we tend to upgrade and get the VIP option because of the extra amenities that is offered with that. And like I said earlier, the last Secrets property we stayed at, Secrets Cana in the Dominican, and I'll put a link to that video below. We did a video on that as well. They had a private butler service that was just amazing. So I would say that if you are staying at a Secrets property that has the butler service, it's going to be worth it. They were just fantastic. So let's talk about the beaches at an all-inclusive. If you've ever been to a beach in the U.S., then you know how crowded it can get. People elbow to elbow, limited or no beach chairs, unless, of course, you bring your own, and it's very noisy. At an all-inclusive, you get more of a relaxed atmosphere. and especially if you stay at a higher end resort. The lower end resorts tend to have a smaller footprint on the beach, and so things are a little bit more crowded, but still not as bad as what you're going to find in a lot of the popular US beaches. Out of all the resorts that we've been to, we've not experienced that crowdedness like we have before at Florida beaches. The beach chairs are usually spaced apart, giving you a quieter, more relaxing feeling. Now, with the spacing of the chairs, the availability can be limited at times, so it is recommended that if you are going to go to the beach on that day, that you try to get out there a little bit early to help guarantee you a spot on that beach, or else you might be trying to fight other people for some limited spots. And another great thing too about all-inclusive is the resort offers beach waiters that will come around and get you a drink, go get it, and then bring it back to you, so you never have to leave your chair. You can sit there and enjoy your pina colada or margarita or whatever you want while taking in the scenery of the ocean and just the breeze coming in, relaxing you. So if you've been to an all-inclusive or you haven't, a lot of all-inclusives, especially the ones that have the VIP packages, offer a VIP section of the beach that are only for those members. So if you're not staying on the VIP side, then you cannot access that side of the beach. The other thing that they offer is a lot of them will give you some more comfortable towels, maybe chairs. They have a more wait staff, so more people are coming around more often. And some resorts even offer snack options that the waiters will bring around to you as well. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you probably know that one of my favorite topics is food. Now, we've had people ask, so because they're offering these resorts so cheap, that means that they probably have to cut back on the quality somewhere else to be able to afford it, and that's probably the food, right? Well, not quite. Just like where you live, if you go out to eat, you pretty well get what you pay for. The same thing works here. If you pay for a higher level all-inclusive, you're going to get better food and better food quality than what you'll get with a lower star level. Like I said earlier, we have stayed at numerous all-inclusive resorts, and very rarely have we ever had an issue with the food quality. Most of the higher-end brands, like Secrets, Excellent, Dreams, and Charisma, have great consistency in their food quality across all the resorts that we've been to. Now, a side note, these resort restaurants like to use local fresh food, and some of them even grow their own food on location. So if you're eating at the same name restaurant at a resort in the Dominican as you had in Mexico, it may have different food options as they like to prepare local cuisine that is indigenous to the location. However, the food quality is still going to be excellent. Now, we've toured several lower star resorts, and I cannot say the same thing for them as far as their food quality. You definitely get what you pay for. Now, I'm not saying that the food was bad or the resort was bad at all, but you could definitely tell a difference in the quality of food and the preparation between a higher level resort and what you get at a lower star resort. Now, another question that we get a lot is, what is there to do? Won't I get bored just sitting around the beach or at the pool day after day? My answer is, your vacation can be whatever you want it to be. When we go to all-inclusives, sometimes we just like to sit by the pool or on the beach and just unwind from the stress of life and really do nothing else. But other times, we enjoy getting out and going and doing activities either at the resort or off of the resort. Most resorts offer activities during the day centered around the pool area, like volleyball, yoga, dance lessons, foam parties, and even dive lessons. They may even have other activities scattered around the resort, like Spanish lessons, or painting classes, or wine tasting. Most resorts have some special event bringing in vendors or entertainers to perform in areas around the resort, as well as having stage shows in their theaters. If you don't like any of the activities they have that day, you can always book an excursion. We've done things like going snorkeling on a catamaran, witnessing Mayan ruins, swimming with the dolphins, taking four-wheeler rides through the jungles of Costa Rica, and then went ziplining. There are a lot of activities out there that you can do that doesn't necessarily have to keep you at the resort. If those type of activities aren't for you, they also have many different types of shopping trips that you can take. If you're one of those people that's adventurous and don't mind going out on your own, that is one of our favorite things to do. We love to go out and make new friends and just see the culture, the true culture of the area that we're visiting. And that's one of the reasons we wanted to make this channel, was to help inspire others to go out and get away from the touristy areas and just experience that true culture of the country that you're in. There's so much more to do than just sitting around the beach or the pool all day, but of course, there's nothing wrong with that either. So maybe you've asked yourself, should I go to an all-inclusive? So if you want the options to party, relax, eat great food, have unlimited alcohol, take exciting adventures, meet locals and try local food, then yes, an all-inclusive is probably a good option for you. So where should you go? Well, if it's your first time out of the country, I would recommend maybe Mexico or the Dominican. They speak pretty good English there, and it's easy to communicate, so you won't feel as if you're in a whole nother world by yourself. And these countries also offer really reputable services for excursions. So if you want to get out and explore, but you don't feel safe doing it on your own, you can take one of these. They will take you out and bring you back to the resort. If you want to do something a little more exotic and adventurous, maybe Costa Rica is the right option for you. With their black sand beaches, rainforests, and waterfalls, they have a lot to see there, and it is an absolute beautiful country. It looks like something straight out of a Jurassic Park movie. You can even take a trip to an active volcano. These are just a few of our top-selling destinations. The world has so much to offer, and staying at an all-inclusive resort is a great way to start seeing it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next adventure.